plant-based diet. This is what I'm going on. I'm going on a plant-based diet.
Crumpets. When the hell was the last time someone had a crumpet?
Hello, this is a controversial video because I am one of those people who have given vegans stick in the past, including my sister, colleagues, and yeah, for me to decide or say that I would like to give it a go is a bit hypocritical of myself. Oh, the cookie has crumbled. And I am ready to get my shit from everyone for yeah. Well, I deserve it. I've given a lot of shit, so I definitely deserve it. Anyway, let me give you a bit of background on the story. So as you don't know, I've already been injured, and it's taken a long time for me to recover. And obviously you look into loads of different things, and I've always eaten meat. No problem with it. Not going vegan for the animals. So people, it's a lifestyle choice, and I think I wanted to try it to see if it would help my knee. There was a bit more influence. It's always been something that's been on the mind because I have a lot of thoughts behind people getting sick and so on, and what we're eating and putting in our bodies. So it's always been there on the tables. What was the pushing point was I actually went to watch a movie called The Game Changer. It was a good movie, very not eye-opening stuff that I'd say you would know, love it, think it was true, or think it was a bunch of rubbish or whatever. It was a video that was like, okay, right, let me do this for the month or however long and see if it does make a change. Basically, if you haven't seen the movie, go out and watch it. It's about a guy who had an injury and went on a plant-based diet. I'm going to refer to it as a plant-based diet because I just hate the word vegan. Plant-based diet. This is what I'm going on. I'm going on a plant-based diet. Okay. Anyway, yeah, watched the movie and decided to give it a go. I'd say about 25% because of the movie. Because the movie was the point of, okay, like giving it a date and saying, okay, well, I'm going to go October, I'm going to do this. But I was generally going to do it either way. The plan was generally I was going to do it when I got older. So when I was an old man, I was like, yeah, cut the meat out your diet and so on. But yeah, it's come a bit earlier. Anyway, this video here, you're just going to see, I'll go through a day in the life as a plant-based diet and just some of the meals that I go through, and then at the end I'll give you a bit of feedback of how I've found how it's gone, the difficulties, the stick I've got, and so on, just to see if it was, I was like, okay, right, our bodies are our temples and we have to look after it, and if stuff is going wrong or if stuff's not working, why not try something different? It makes no sense. Like, you have to ask the question, why are we getting sick? What are we doing? Are our bodies just destroying themselves, or is it the fact that we're putting stuff into our body which we think we know what it is, but we're not 100% sure? And don't get me wrong, in this video you will see that there are some bad vegan foods that are out there. So you really need to actually look into what you're eating. Just because it says it's vegan, don't mean it's good for you. I am a plant-based eater. Good morning, it is about 6:30 a.m. and I am about to get ready to go to work.
All the protein bagels or crumpets. Snack of some pistachios.
We did a little shop. This is just a little vlog of my vegan lifestyle. It was pretty cheap. It wasn't too bad. We averaged spending £20–30 in Aldi. Sainsbury's is a lot more expensive, but you need to go there to get some of the stuff. Here you can see what I've got. Mushrooms becomes a staple part of your diet. Sweet potatoes, spinach. We buy the ready cooked lentils because we're lazy.
Sorry, Daniel, that's not spinach.
Spring thing. Yeah. Got gnocchi. It's vegan. Read the packet. Avocado. Some peppers. Some fancy peppers. Some grapes. These crackers. Vegan lifestyle. Wait 1 second. Where's that on back? Then we got the good stuff. The sugary goods. Some strudels. Got a bit excited. Udon noodles. Always need popcorn when you need something good to snack on. Crumpets. If you're too young and you don't know about crumpets, invest in some crumpets. Some biscuits, which also fall in that pile. What else? Hummuses and the standard yogurt. Yeah, and your staple diet item, black beans. Black beans, lentils, so on. Go get some meat. This is meat. Right, basically supposed to be fake meat. Anyway, there's bad soya in here, so this is not going to be consumed, unfortunately. Good evening. Generally we cook all our evening meals from scratch. So what I'm going to do is show you a couple of the meals that we normally eat in the evening. We generally use Gusto actually. It's a pre-packed service that delivers meals weekly. The reason we use them is because we find that they're just the most convenient. And when we go shop, we still do shopping, but that's for the other meals in the day. So generally I eat about, I'd say 2 to 3 meals before dinner. So we'll prep those meals in the beginning of the week. But yeah, generally dinner is a Gusto meal, and if not Gusto meal, sometimes we get takeaway. I'll show you some of the meals. So some of the meals that we do have come on a card like this, and they just got different meals. So this is a 10-minute meal, which is a lentil meal. It's really quick to cook. Most of the meals consist of, like, since we've gone plant-based, still using the same company we was using when we was eating meat, consist of lentils, chickpeas, black beans, cauliflower. I'm not so keen on the cauliflower, I'm just a bit skeptical with it. What else? And a lot of veg. But they have a large amount of protein, which is good. But what you'll see now is some of the different meals that we've cooked throughout this week.